Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Championship post-game press conference here in Sydney, Australia for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022. China losing to USA 61-83, joined by head coach Wei Zhuang and player Wu Tongtong. Wu, can you give your opening statements about this game, please?
首先我要祝福我伟大的祖国生日快乐，繁荣昌盛。其次，要感谢我的主教练，然后给了我很多机会去展现自我，包括在这场球，更多的去给我自信，去鼓励我，然后能发挥出今天的水平。其次就是要感谢我整个团队，因为只有我们团队相互的鼓励和努力，才有我们今天的成绩。郑导赛前跟我们讲过，我们已经完成了目前的这个目标，但是在完成目标的同时，一定要去确信下一个目标。所以我们已经有了下一个目标，所以巴黎见，谢谢。
Firstly, I want to say happy birthday to my country, because today is my country's national day. It's my country's birthday. And secondly, really appreciate our coaches gave her many opportunities to play and also give her many confidence. And I also want to appreciate our whole team. And as our coach said, we finished one goal. We need to move to the next goal, and you will see us in Paris.
And coach, your opening statements about the game, please.
这次比赛，我觉得首先我觉得我们的球员表现的非常好，尤其是在场上的不畏强手、敢打敢拼的顽强拼搏精神，我觉得体现的非常棒。完了也打出了我们自己的技战术风格。我觉得这是值得替他们高兴的地方。你先翻这么多吧。
Firstly, I think our players performed really well in this tournament, and everybody played well, and we fight during the game, and really saw our way to play the basketball during the court.
Thank you. We'll now open the floor to.
还没说完，还有一点。
Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry.
完成了这个目标以后，我们就是从今天开始，我们又确定了一个新的目标，所以我们要通过这个比赛不断的总结经验和教训。其实我们跟强队相比，我们还有很多差距，也希望从这场比赛里头，我们球员们会学习到更多，能够帮助今后的训练。所以我们在脚踏实地的朝着下一个目标再去努力。
After this tournament, we already finished one goal, and we need to move to the next goal. And through all the things our team from this tournament, we learned a lot. And still, between our team, we still have a gap from our team between the opponent, the strong team in the world.
We'll now open the floor to questions in English. In the front, please. The front row too. Thank you very much.
Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. Coach, how much will this help you guys down the road with the Olympics in 2 years that China is now a power again in basketball, getting a silver medal here?
对下一届我们马上参加那巴黎奥运会嘛，然后这一届我们都获得了奖牌，然后对我们有什么帮助？
我觉得从我们从这个比赛里头，我们收获了经验，跨过了心理障碍。所以我觉得对我们完成就是在巴黎里头取得好成绩吧，我说奠定了基础，因为我们一定会朝着那个目标去努力的。
From this tournament, we gain a lot of experience, and especially we mentally improved a lot, and we will keeping forward to the Paris Olympic Games.
Any more questions, please, in English? We'll open the floor to an online question, please.
I'll have to get translation. Congratulations, Coach, on your performance. China returns to World Cup medals after 28 years. How important is this to the country's basketball?
时隔28年，我们就获得了银牌，在那阳台上。然后说，对于这个我们获得成绩，对我们有多大的影响，意义有多重大？
我觉得这个成绩对于我们来讲是一个惊喜。其实我们那个球队这次的目标已经超额完成了。我们本来是只想超过上届，结果球员们在场上表现得非常棒，所以把自己发挥得淋漓尽致，所以这个任务应该说是超额完成了，所以我觉得是一个惊喜。但惊喜过后，我觉得我们还是要冷静下来，不断的找出比赛存在的问题，尤其是从比赛中间学到希望他们能够学到更多的东西。我们在强压力下对抗上。所以还做得很不够，尤其是个人进攻上面，我觉得我们还需要加强。我们回去一定会总结。在巴黎，我希望我们能够实现我们新的目标。
We get this good result. It's kind of surprised us because firstly our goal is just need to be better than 4 years ago. But we did. Our players play really good in this tournament. But we overreached the goal and we got a silver medal. And for us, it's just a really good result. And we will keep moving forward because after this tournament, we learn a lot from this tournament. And our players will keep moving forward and improve themselves and for the Paris next Olympic Games.
Thank you. We'll now ask any questions in the mother tongue. One in the front, please.
郑导您好，新华社记者。28年之后又站到了世界杯决赛的赛场上。当年您是队员，今天您带着这批年轻的队员们又站到了这个赛场上，您能不能分享一下什么样的感受？另外就是能不能给我们介绍一下赛后啊，您对队员们进行了怎样的一种这个鼓励和这个嘱托呢？谢谢。
我觉得就是昨天那场比赛来讲，能够取得胜利，就是能够拿到这块银牌。比我自己当年当队员的时候拿到这个奖牌，应该说更为高兴吧。因为当年拿到这个奖牌是我自己，现在是把他们都送在这个亚军这个领奖台上，我觉得我非常替他们高兴，所以我觉得这个高兴可能加倍了。
赛后对布亮的进行怎样的
我觉得这个成绩虽然对他们来讲非常不容易，他们也付出了很多。但是他们一定要就是认清，就是我们还有和强队相比，我们还存在着差距。我们一定要尽快的给自己确立一个新的目标，就不停的朝着那个目标去努力。
我们新的目标就是冲击巴黎奥运会金牌，对吗？
希望取得更好的成绩吧。
Thank you. Any more questions? And one here on. Thank you very much.
郑导你好，今天也是中国的我们的国庆节，然后我们也知道数以亿计的球迷也是在国内的电视机前为我们加油，然后我想通过这个机会，是不是你也可以对在电视机前跟今天到场的15000名球迷，然后说2句话，谢谢。
今天比赛的开始，就是唱国歌的时候，给我们全队都是一个震撼。所以当时我们都非常激动，所以我觉得，这个成绩就是给祖国生日最好的礼物吧。我觉得我们做到了，因为我们赛前就想在11给祖国献上一份大礼，这样我们做到了，所以我们非常骄傲。
Any more questions? Thank you. Congratulations, guys, on your silver medal and safe travels. Thank you. That will commence our first part of our press conference. Thank you. Thank you. You're so welcome. And now, welcome back to the champions of FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022, joined here by head coach Cheryl Reeve and Atisa MVP showing off her watch. It is Asia Wilson.
Asia.
USA beating China 83-61. MVP, please give me your words about winning gold and today's game.
Man, this is great. We came here on a mission, a business trip. I wasn't even here the whole time, but I'm glad that I was here. We played pretty good, I think, Coach. I think we did. Just getting used to Charlotte's system was big for us, and I think we handled it well. So we got the dub. That's what we came here for. And yeah, according to my watch, we gold medalists.
And Coach, please give me your statements about the game.
Well, like Asia said, it took a little bit of time to get used to it. I think it was all the way up until the gold medal game that Asia finally knew where she was supposed to be. Asia be like, huh? China's a very good basketball team. Very, very good basketball team. You know, I feel bad that Li Meng was not able to play. But that's a really, really good team. We've sort of watched them grow up. I've been a part of this for a while, saw them when they were young, and so really happy for them that they were able to, to finish and get a silver. You know, that's a long time coming for them. Quality opponent. I thought we were really determined, particularly defensively. We had 42 deflections today. Really got after it, and they're hard to play against. And we had some really great moments, and obviously Asia Wilson was spectacular.
Thank you. We'll now open the floor to questions in the front, please.
Doug Fomberg, the AP. Congrats, Cheryl. Congrats, Asia. Cheryl, you have the history of being an assistant for the last couple of ones of these in the Olympics. The names changed, but the dominance doesn't. Just how special is it to see this continue? And for the roster, I think AT's oldest at 30.
Yeah.
Like, this may not end anytime soon.
I think that, as we saw some players, some great players, 5-time Olympians, not be a part of this, there was probably great concern, and maybe around the world they kind of looked at it and said, hey, now's the time to get the USA. And I think what we showed is that our league, the WNBA and professional basketball players in the United States are really, really good. And the depth of talent that we have was on display. There were some great players that weren't here. And so I think that what I am most pleased about was the trust and buy-in. I always say this, go back to Las Vegas and the group that was there, go back to February. And they helped us build this identity. And then great players like Asia come in and were able to, get us over the hump and keep the legacy. This is something that was special to us. It's not lost on us what's been done since 1996. I hear about it all the time. And what I wanted to do was make sure this journey was fun. Because I think there's some times when you have maybe pressure to win or the perceived pressure, it takes the enjoyment out of it. And I wanted to make sure that we enjoyed this journey, and I thought this group was a great group, and I know I enjoyed the hell out of it. I hope that they did too.
Thank you. In the front, please.
Alexa Philby with ESPN. Asia, after all the work you put in this offseason and to be able to have the last 2 weeks you've had, how would you even put that into words? And Cheryl, being someone who's had to go up against her, now be able to coach her, what have you seen from how she's just stepped up the last few months? Well,
in February, Asia didn't make it to the World Cup qualifying tournament. And the reason was, Asia was so laser focused on her WNBA season and what she could be. And so she was hard at work. And I texted Asia, when she got Defensive Player of the Year, MVP. I knew how badly she wanted those things and how badly she wanted the championship. So she worked for it. And obviously just, I think in terms of, I've been here before. I've been, I've had players where Asia is, you win a WNBA championship and you come over and you win gold. It's really, really special. And they make it look easy. It's not. They're tremendously talented. Asia Wilson is tremendously talented.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, honestly. But I am blessed to be in this situation. I'm blessed for Cheryl just to trust me with this and knowing that I came here with a goal, and that's to win gold. Like, I was exhausted, and I didn't get a break versus China the first time.
First game, we had initiated. No subs.
But no, it's okay. Like, this is what you do. This is why you sacrifice. And my teammates held me accountable. They put me in the best situation. So I didn't really feel tired. But I think this is what this is what you live for. This is honestly my job, and I love my job. I love what I do. And now I can go to sleep. I'm so excited. I'm like, my bed is literally calling my name.
Any more questions, please?
Sarah Lounsbury, USA Basketball. Kelsey Plum has improved a lot over the past year, and we've seen her hard work pay off. Which areas of her game do you think have improved the most?
Asia plays with her, so I'll let her take that.
Yeah, I was about to take it from you anyways. No, I think KP is really starting to realize others around her. I think she understands that she's not out there by herself. We can make her job a lot easier. And I think the biggest thing is understanding rim reads. We talk about that all the time. Like, we know Kelsey can get downhill on anyone, but it's like, okay, once you get to the rim and it's like, you know, someone there, what do? And I think the biggest thing is we see her kicking it out. And I remember one play, she's like, I was going to shoot it. I said, I know, but you passed it to the baseline because you knew that's the right play. So I think she's growing in that area of understanding that the game needs her in that situation, that she can facilitate, but also get to the rim. So she's starting to realize when she could be KP, the scorer, and then when she could be KP, the facilitator. So I'm super proud of her growth. I get on her every time. I say she stinks, and she does. She misses shots that she shouldn't. She gets on my nerves, but I love her to death.
And we saw the same thing in February, exactly what Asia's talking about. An aha moment, you know, we were playing, and she got to the basket, and she threw it out to the backside for a shot. That's when I thought, okay, Kelsey Plum's maybe ready to be on this national team. And we saw her grow with the Aces this season.
In the front, please. Yep. Here,
all right, now y'all confusing me.
one, please, here.
All right.
Thank you.
Owen Stackhouse-Cobley, USA Basketball. This is, in some ways, a simple question, but also a tough one. Coach, is this the best defensive team that you have ever been a part of?
You know, I feel really fortunate that we've got a group that really bought into that side of it, because that's how we could be different than maybe the last team. When you say best ever, I'm always really cautious with that, because obviously there's great teams. I just know that I enjoyed the heck out of their interest in defense and us understanding, you know, ball pressure and really, you know, seeking deflections and being hard to play against. This group was really hard to play against. You know, best ever, I mean, you guys have all the stats, you know, I don't know. You know, I said to the team, we actually, as we left pool play, we were just pretty average as it pertained to certain metrics like effective field goal percentage and true shooting percentage. Matter of fact, China shot, what did they shoot, 43% tonight. Our goal is always below 40, so, you know, so we were a little bit high risk, high reward. You know, so the next layer to this, hopefully, is that we can drive that field goal percentage down, you know, and just continue to get better. Now at halftime, I think you guys know that Asia had 16 points. She had given up 18, and so we sort of talked about that at halftime, that she had 16, but she gave up 18, and if she could play some defense, it would really help. And she was terrific in that third quarter.
Well, one stat this team does have is hold the World Cup 145 most points scored.
Wow.
So that's something this team does have.
Yep.
We'll take a question here.
Roy Ward from The Age. Quick question about the margins in this tournament were pretty vast between your winning margins. Do you think by the time we get to the World Cup, there'll be someone who can push you guys?
The Olympics?
Oh, sorry, Olympics.
Yep.
My apologies. Someone who can push you to the line?
I don't think it's, you know, it would be really premature to even start considering Olympics. I think every team learned from this experience. You gained a lot of knowledge in the World Cup. You know, as you get ready to prepare, you know, teams will grow up, you know, teams that had these experiences. I have no idea. I just know that we still have, you know, places we could go for improvement, and we're going to work hard for that.
Thank you. Any more questions? Yes, here in the centre.
Hi, Fina Newton from ESPN. You didn't end up playing Australia, but I assume you watched a lot of their games.
I did.
What were you most impressed by the team, especially with the last year of adversity they faced and the disappointing result at the Olympics?
Yeah. You know, I know a lot of the Australia players, you know, from their time. You know, Stephanie Talbot played for the Lynx. I was impressed. Kayla George, I thought, had a hell of a tournament. Sure. You know, it was fun to see Lauren Jackson back out there. They had great momentum, you know, and it was heartbreaking. You know, we watched the game, and I can't imagine what that felt like. But They were hard to play against. Their defense was really, really good. You know, that was a team that was, I thought, spectacular. You know, either way, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't want to, you know, with Australia, I'm not on the inside, you know, to really know. I just know I watched, and they were really fun to watch. And their fans came out. Sydney did a hell of a job with the World Cup, and that was a lot of fun.
Drink some water. The run's starting to spin.
Any more questions here in the front, please?
Woo.
Oh, gosh.
Asia, are you trying to finagle a Tissot sponsorship deal
At
here?
this point.
Yeah.
Thank you, so.
Secondly, I mean, Coach mentioned the legacy, and you're a part of it, and you know it, I'm sure. I'm curious if it feels like a burden at all, knowing what you guys have done and what the U.S. has done for the last 4 World Cups and such. And the second part, Coach mentioned the fun aspect, and clearly you're not someone who enjoys fun, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I know, it stinks.
how big is that? I mean, does that help get rid of some of the burden? Like, you're a fun person, Chelsea. I mean, everyone on this team seems to be having a good time out there as well as winning.
Yeah, I don't look at it as a burden. I think it's just like a stepping stone. You know, we plant seeds for the next generation, and it's crazy because Stewie and I were taking a selfie, and we were like, it's so many more to come. Like, I remember playing U16 with Stewie and winning a gold medal there, and now we're winning medals at this level. So it's been incredible, just a journey, just to continue to lay that foundation down. Like, so many of the greats have been in front of us and they laid it down, and now it's our turn to step up and be in that situation. So I don't look at it as a burden. I look at it as fun. Like, this is our job. We get to entertain and do something that we love. Like I always say, I sweat for a living and I love it. Like, I love every second of it. So we get to travel the world. We get to meet new people. So it's just a ton of fun. I don't look at it as a burden at all. The competition's always high because everyone wants to beat our ass. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you got to play your A game no matter what. I know Serbia came out and punched us in the mouth. Yeah. And I was like, not on our watch. Not on our watch. But no, it's been an incredible ride. And like, I don't look at it as a burden, just having fun with it, clearly. I need to drink more water.
Any more questions, please?
Please, no more questions. I can't talk.
Thanks for your coverage. Thanks, everybody.
Enjoy your champagne. This commences our final press conference. Thank you, everyone.